thing that is affecting everyone now is actually the recent increase in price of food, especially food. I do not wish to go into how much is a plate of char kway teow, mee rebus, roti prata, or fish and chip. I do not mean to sound rude, but please don't tell us to boycott those stores that have increased the prices. Because almost every store have increased the prices. So where do we go?
Inflation keep going up. No matter how much money you give to the public, we will still have a hard time. So what remedy do the government, to prevent this inflation from going up higher and higher years by year?
What can the ministry do to monitor this and regulate the prices?
Frankly, we are dealing with the cost of living issue. And in this budget, we are quite lucky that because of the exceptional growth last year, we were able to deal with both the immediate problems as well as make sure that we are putting aside resources for the long term. The long term is always the first priority. But we could also deal with the immediate problems. Das had shown a slide earlier on, just as one example. Low-income family, total household income $2,000, 4 people in the family, 2 children, 2 parents, both working. In fact, we have crunched the data extensively, looking at all the different types of families. And the amounts he showed for that family are very typical of what a low-income family will get. $3,500 from this year's budget coming this year. They will receive it this year. If you add in what was announced in previous budgets, but also coming this year, the total is about $8,500. Because, for instance, workfare. This year we gave a bonus, but the existing workfare is still carrying on. And other benefits are still carrying on. So $8,500. Let's say we exclude what we had previously announced and just look at this year's budget, $3,500. That is going to be 4 times the increase in the cost of living that they will face. And we've calculated this in detail, right? CPI looks quite high, CPI increases, but a good part of it is the COE increase. Another significant part of it is the fact that people's homes are going up in value. And when your home goes up in value, the statisticians in the Department of Statistics will count it as increase in imputed home value, they call it. Even if you're not renting out your home, you're just living there. Every day that you're living in your home, you're consuming your home. That's the statistician's concept. So when the home goes up in value, the price of what you're consuming is also going up in value. But does that mean you're paying more money? No. You're just enjoying a home that is going up in value. So when you take out the COE and take out the home price increase, the actual cost of living increase is much more moderate than the overall CPI increase. Some items have gone up very sharply in price. Coffee, some other food products. They've gone up very sharply and it's quite unsettling. We can deal with it because this budget is providing a package for every household, especially the middle income and the low income, that will be larger than their cost of living increase. And I'll be very happy to calculate with you any family you show us. And if indeed there's a family that is really short, if you have a low-income family that is still receiving less than necessary to cope with the cost of living, let's sit down and see how we can help them. Because we have many other schemes that exist. Comcare, many schemes in the community, which will make sure that no one has to suffer. So we can deal with the short-term problems because, as Brother Suise was saying, we have succeeded in our growth strategies. Succeeded in getting out of the recession quickly and astounding the world with our rebound. And that is a very happy situation to be in, which we have to make sure we continue to be in future. So keep putting aside money for the future. Invest in capabilities and productivity, and invest in helping the lower income group especially to upgrade so that they too can share in our progress and prosperity.